I'm Diane, and I hope you've got your boots on today because the reality is getting thick out there.
Ray the Hammer Miller here. I'm locked, loaded, and I have the documents.
This is Ashley Thorne. I'm ready to stop coddling the feelings of the fragile and start talking about the facts.
And you're listening to Will Sterling. What is going on with the world today? It's Thursday, April 30th, 2026, and we are coming to you live from the Situation Room.
We've got a packed show today, folks. Honestly, if you missed yesterday, where have you been? We did a deep dive on the second indictment of James Comey and his ridiculous seashell collection.
That man belongs in a cell, Diane! A literal cell! Not arranging shells on a beach like a toddler!
Let's be real. His 86 defense was the most embarrassing thing I've seen since the SBA tried to use Benghazi as a search shield for their COVID fraud.
I mean, really? But today, the Supreme Court is handing out wins like they're trying to save the Republic single-handedly. We have major moves on redistricting, a massive win for pro-life centers, and some serious biological truth coming back to the ATF.
Oh, please. It's about time someone injected some sanity into this mess. So let's start with Louisiana. The Supreme Court just handed down a 6-3 decision in Calais v. Louisiana. And let me tell you, the wailing from the left is music to my ears. They struck down that snake-like congressional map that was basically one giant racial gerrymander.
I mean, literally? Have you seen this map? It stretched over 200 miles to connect black communities from Shreveport to Baton Rouge? What is going on there?
Here's the reality. It was a partisan hack job disguised as representation. They tried to force a second majority black district because a lower court told them to, but they had to ignore every traditional districting principle to do it.
It's a violation of the 14th Amendment. Justice Alito said it clearly. You can't just use race as a proxy for outcomes. Listen to me. They want to divide us into little tribal boxes so the globalists can manage us easier.
Oh, but Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act mandates it. Give me a break. Alito said compliance with Section 2 doesn't justify overriding compactness and community interest.
Right? And of course, Justice Kagan is over there in her dissent saying Section 2 is now a dead letter. No, Elena, it just means you can't use it to cheat.
Think about it. If you can't draw a district that actually looks like a district, maybe your premise is wrong? They were literally carving out neighborhoods based on skin color. Is that the equity we were promised?
Racial engineering, Will! It's a Frankenstein's monster of a map!
It's a tailwind for the midterms, too. This puts the Democrats on the total defensive. They've been trying to mid-decade redistrict their way into a majority, and the Supreme Court just put up a stop sign.
Let's be real. They don't want a fair fight. They want a rigged board. This ruling is a win for anyone who thinks your vote should be based on where you live, not what you look like.
Precisely. And while we're talking about the Supreme Court, 9-0! Listen to me! A unanimous decision for the First Choice Women's Resource Centers against the state of New Jersey.
Oh, I love this one. The Reproductive Rights Strike Force? Honestly, who names these things? It sounds like a bad 80s cartoon.
I'm sorry, but a strike force against a pro-life ministry? They were trying to subpoena 28 categories of documents, including the names of private donors.
Why are they doing this? I mean, really? A state government trying to unmask people who donate to a charity that gives out free diapers and ultrasounds?
Because they want to chill the donors. It's a fishing expedition. They want to find out who's funding the opposition so they can destroy them. But Justice Gorsuch, bless that man, said associational rights carry special significance.
Honey, no! They thought they could bully a small Christian ministry with these intrusive state bureaucrats? But a 9-0 ruling means even the liberals on the court saw through this thuggery.
It's a huge win for the First Amendment. It keeps the federal courthouse doors open when states try to harass religious minorities. And we have to call it what it is: targeting.
It's targeted harassment of the faithful. I've been saying it. We saw it with the IRS. We saw it with the FBI targeting parents at school boards. And now New Jersey Strike Force. They hate your values.
It's amazing how inclusive they are until they meet a pro-life center. Then suddenly it's show us your papers.
Exactly. They want to track every penny you spend on truth. This is why you need to be independent. This is why you need Brain Force Plus to stay sharp, because they are coming for your mind.
While they're trying to track your donations, they're definitely not tracking the economy correctly. Let's be real. The official narrative says we have 2% GDP growth, but have you seen the University of Michigan survey?
Oh, I saw it. Consumer sentiment is at 49.8. That is an all-time record low since 1952. Are you kidding me?
How can the government say everything is stable when people feel worse than they did during the Great Depression? What is going on here?
It's a mirage, Will. The 2% growth is driven by government spending and inventory shifts. It's not organic. Meanwhile, real families are getting crushed.
Look at the energy prices. Brent crude is at $119 a barrel because of the Iran blockade. You can't have a stable economy when it costs $100 to fill up your truck.
I was saying this yesterday. You can't feed your family global equity when the gas pump is bleeding you dry. This Iran conflict, Operation Epic Fury, it's hitting the kitchen table now.
And the Fed is trapped in stagflation. They can't cut rates because inflation expectations are rising, and they can't hike because the economy is actually hollow.
Think about it. The ruling class is telling you that the economy has landed, but you're looking at your bank account and it's empty? Literally.
They don't want you to know the truth. The official numbers are a lie. It's all inventory shifts and government bloat.
Life is hard. Get a helmet. And clearly, the American consumer is putting on their helmet because they see the crash coming. Speaking of independent people who see what's coming, hey, before we move on, a quick note from our sponsor. Real independence isn't free. This entire network, from this show to our flagship, The Neural Daily, exists because one man, Eric Christensen, decided to build it himself.
He really did.
He didn't ask for a government grant. He invested his own capital and technical expertise to architect a media platform that respects your intelligence. If you value that kind of meritocratic building, back it up. And don't limit yourself to just the politics. Get the full strategic picture by subscribing to the Neural Daily and the rest of the network. Support the builder, and you support the mission.
All right, let's get into some good news. The ATF has a new director, Robert Sakata, and it looks like he's actually, wait for it, doing his job?
Let's be real. The best part of his first day was rescinding the Biden-era non-binary option on the background check form 4473.
Oh, thank heaven! You mean we're going back to biological reality when we buy a firearm? What a concept!
Because for years, the ATF was a wing of the globalist disarmament machine. Now we have a 34-point regulatory reform package. They're rolling back the regulation creep on pistol braces and ghost guns.
It's a total shift. They're ending the practice of making law through agency memos. If it's not in the statute, the ATF isn't enforcing it.
And the body armor challenge? I saw a judge gave a thumbs up to a challenge against New York's ban on body armor. Since when is protecting yourself illegal?
They want you vulnerable. They want you soft. But Cicada is signaling that the ATF is staying out of it. He's a career pro. Baltimore, Miami, NYPD. He knows where the real criminals are.
It's about common sense. You check the box for male or female, you buy your firearm, and the government leaves you alone. Why did that take 5 years to figure out?
Because the previous administration viewed gun owners as the enemy. Now, with Cicada, it looks like they're actually going after the traffickers.
Ha! Speaking of traffickers, listen to me. U.S. Central Command just redirected the 42nd commercial vessel trying to break the blockade of Iran.
Operation Epic Fury? Why are they calling it a ceasefire when we're literally redirecting ships with warships?
Because it's a total naval blockade, Will. Trump says it's more effective than bombing, and he's right. You choke off the globalists' oil revenue, and the regime collapses.
But the German Chancellor, Friedrich Merz, is upset. He says the U.S. is being humiliated because Iran hasn't surrendered yet. Oh, honey, no.
Merz is just mad that German industry is paying more for energy. Trump's response was perfect. He basically told Merz to pay his NATO dues before he critiques our war strategy.
And now Trump is talking about reducing troops in Germany? I mean, really? If you're going to complain about our strategy, why should we pay to protect your border?
Exactly. Move the troops to Poland. Move them to the border. Why are we subsidizing people who look down on us?
It's the elites again. Merz thinks he can dictate terms to the United States while we're doing the heavy lifting in the Gulf? Give me a break.
The reality is, the Strait of Hormuz is closed. Brent crude is at a 4-year high. Iran's new leader, Mojtaba Khamenei, says they won't reopen it. This is a game of chicken, and Trump isn't the one who's going to blink.
Woo! Choke 'em out! That's how you win. No more endless wars, just total economic strangulation.
Well, while we're strangling regimes abroad, we're finally going after the untouchables south of the border. Did you see the indictment against Ruben Rocha Moya,
the sitting governor of Sinaloa? U.S. prosecutors unsealed a 34-page indictment. They're charging him with conspiring with Los Chapitos.
I mean, literally. The cartel helped him win his election? They kidnapped his rivals and stole the ballot papers? What is going on in Mexico?
And President Sheinbaum is calling it an attack on Mexican sovereignty. Oh, please. Sovereignty doesn't give you a license to flood our streets with fentanyl through a corrupt governor.
They are the enablers. For years, we've been asking why the border is a sieve. It's because the people on the other side are on the payroll. Listen to me. Fentanyl is a weapon of mass destruction.
Jay Clayton, the U.S. attorney, said it clearly. The cartel wouldn't operate without these corrupt politicians. And now we're issuing extradition requests. Let's see if Sheinbaum actually cares about sovereignty, or if she's just protecting her colleagues.
Think about it. If a governor is helping the cartel steal an election, is it even a government anymore? It's just a mob with a flag.
It's the same thing as the SBA Benghazi keyword shield. They think they can hide behind official titles while they do dirty business. Not anymore.
We're cleaning house, global and local. They can't hide in their governor's mansions anymore.
And it's not just the governors. We're finally looking at our own labor market. The House GOP just proposed a 3-year pause on H-1B visas. Let's be real. The H-1B system has been used to undercut American wages for decades. They bring in highly skilled workers who are willing to work for half the price of an American engineer.
Oh, finally! I'm so tired of seeing our college graduates struggle to find entry-level jobs while tech companies import cheaper labor. It's an America First overhaul.
It's the victimhood industrial complex again. They say it's discriminatory to want Americans to have American jobs? Listen to me. If a company really needs a global expert, they can pay the $200,000 floor.
Think about it. If you're actually world class, you're worth $200,000. If you're just a way to save 30% on payroll, the pause is going to hurt you. Literally.
It's about personal responsibility and national self-respect. We have to prioritize our own people. And that goes for the border funding, too. $70 billion for ICE and Border Patrol, carved out through reconciliation so it can't be blocked.
70 days of a DHS shutdown, and the Republicans finally found a way to bypass the nonsense. Use the Democrats' own reconciliation tactics against them. I love it!
Build the wall. Fund the deportations. No more stalemates.
Okay, but we have to talk about the main story today, because this one, what is going on here? Oakland, California is literally removing traffic lights?
Are you kidding me? I read this and thought it was a joke. They are replacing traffic lights at busy intersections with stop signs because they can't stop thieves from stealing the copper wiring. I'm sorry, but this is the ultimate surrender to chaos. We can't stop the criminals, so we'll just take down the infrastructure. Life is hard, but it's harder when you're governed by people who give up on electricity.
They're removing lights at East 12th and 16th Ave? The city says it can't prevent the tampering. But wait, didn't the city council just spend time on inclusive municipal services and mural projects?
They are focused on murals while the city goes dark. It's a return to the Dark Ages, literally. They can't maintain basic signals. It's a surveillance state that can't even keep the lights on.
Oh, I'm sure the inclusive murals will keep the cars from crashing into each other at the intersection. Give me a break. My kids could run a city better than this. If you can't protect the copper wire in your own traffic lights, you've lost the right to call yourself a city.
It's the surrender to chaos narrative. When you stop punishing crime, the crime consumes the infrastructure. And then the elites tell you it's equity-centered urban management. No, it's a failed state.
And while Oakland is going dark, Brazil is trying to silence the world. Elon Musk is being investigated by their Supreme Court for obstruction because he won't censor accounts they don't like?
De Marias, the globalist judge. He's trying to turn X into a propaganda wing for the state. Musk is the only one standing in the way.
Let's be real. Brazil's Supreme Court thinks they can dictate terms to a global platform? They want surveillance by design, and they're using disinformation as the excuse.
Honey, no! Disinformation is just code for truth that makes the government look bad. If Musk folds in Brazil, we're all in trouble.
And what about this kill switch in American cars? Did you see that? The NHTSA sent $91 million to a nonprofit to develop impairment detection technology?
It's a kill switch. Listen to me. If the car's AI decides you're impaired, maybe you're tired, maybe you're just angry at the government, it shuts your car off. You don't own your vehicle anymore. It's a mobile prison.
It's surveillance by design. They want total control over your movement. First the traffic lights go, then your car decides if you're allowed to drive.
Think about it. In Oakland, you can't have a light, but in your new car, you have a digital leash? Literally, what is going on here?
It's a reality check, folks. The elites want you sitting in a dark intersection in a car that won't start while they fly over you in private jets. But we see it.
We're calling it out.
Don't let them take your autonomy. Buy the supplements, stay sharp, and keep your old cars. They can't kill a mechanical engine.
Let's be real. The pushback is starting. From the Supreme Court to the ATF to the voters in Oakland who are fed up. The common sense wave is coming.
It really is. What a day.
That's the show, folks. We are the only sane people left, and we're glad you're here with us in the Situation Room.
Stay free, stay loaded, and stay informed. It's us against the vampires.
Life is hard. Get a helmet. We'll see you tomorrow.
What is going on? We'll find out together. Good night, America.